MSNBC, if you're watching today, you may have noticed, could not contain its excitement during the Attorney General's testimony. During the hearing, Senator Lindsey Graham noted quite correctly that Mueller's report found no evidence of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. Brian Williams wouldn't have it, though. He cut in to call Graham a liar.
So what have we learned from this report? After all this time and all this money, Mr. Mueller and his team concluded there was no collusion. If there's no underlying crime...
We're reluctant to do this. We rarely do. But the chairman of the Judiciary Committee just said that Mueller found there was no collusion. That is not correct. That phrase, or the lack of it, its absence from federal code, this no collusion mantra, is so foundational to why we're here today that we decided to flag it when we heard him use it yet again. Back into the chairman and the committee room.
Yeah, it's another fact check from a guy suspended for lying. Don't want to be mean, nice guy, but please get some self-awareness. It wasn't the only time something like that happened, though, today. An hour later, they cut away again to say that Barr was a big fat liar, too. Watch this.
So much has been said here and placed on the record by the Attorney General that, starting with Nicole Wallace, we want to correct some of the record against, of all things, what it says in the Mueller report. Nicole.
So I'm not going to dance around this. He's lying. He's lying about what the Mueller report finds around one of the critical flashpoints in the obstruction investigation.
When you're turning to Nicole Wallace as a fact checker, you've gone all the way. Joe Concha writes about media for The Hill, and he joins us tonight. I mean, I've always liked Brian Williams. He's very funny, actually, and he's always nice every time I've dealt with him. But he's gone full MSNBC. I mean, he used to be like an NBC News guy. He still has the voice, but, like, this is pathetic, right?
Conforming to the hive, Tucker. And look, I'm a Jersey guy. He grew up in Manasquan down the Jersey Shore. I go there all the time. He is a nice guy by all accounts.
I agree.
But yeah, the environment that he's in, he realizes that he has to give his audience comfort food, what they want to hear at this point. And the scary part about that is that he could just pivot into being what he's become now, which is completely and totally partisan. Remember, he was the anchor of the NBC Nightly News for many, many years. And he's gone the full Dan Rather, I would say. Rather was the evening anchor news for CBS from, I believe, 1982 to 2005. And these guys were people that you trusted because there they are, CBS, NBC, giving you the news. And now, instead, they've gone completely and totally to one side, to the left, and they've destroyed their legacies in the process, unfortunately.
But what's so weird is to see Nicole Wallace, who's never been a journalist, and I mean that despite the glasses routine, this thing where they do this. Well, Brian, let me put on the glasses, the readers. She's been a flack. I mean, I met her when she was Jeb Bush's flack, and she's always been like someone who spins on behalf of politicians. So how is she being referred to? How is she being used as like a source of truth? It's bizarre to me.
Yeah, if I'm MSNBC in that situation, I would use like a Pete Williams, who I think is an excellent journalist.
Exactly.
And let's go to him for a fact check instead. But what we're seeing here, particularly on the other cable networks, is putting in Republicans, people that are conservatives, whether that be Nicole Wallace or an Anna Navarro, and they just go more than sometimes Democrats or liberals going completely and totally anti-Trump to give this perception that somehow even Republicans are turning against the president. And then you look at Gallup polling and shows that loyalty to this president is around 90% within his party. But the perception that the cable news networks are trying to give on CNN and MSNBC is that, no, everybody's turning against this guy because he's that bad.
So what you're describing is really a political campaign where every segment is sort of plotted out as a propaganda show in order to deliver a message that's totally disconnected from what's real.
It seems that way if you believe polling and then you see what's on television. They're two disconnected things completely. Just like this